Welcome back to AP Psychology in over 3 minutes. Yep, that's right. For the second to last topic of this course, I am finally phoning in the whole under 3-minute format for this massive 6-page long topic. And the reason is, for this topic, we have 10 categories for disorders, and for each of them, we will talk about examples of multiple psychological disorders. So I do apologize in advance. This video will just seem like me listing a bunch of psychological disorders, so you have been warned. Anyway, let's try and get through this. First, we have neurodevelopmental disorders. This will be disorders that begin during development. For example, ADHD is where you have persistent patterns of inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsive behavior. ASD, or autism spectrum disorder, is where you have difficulty with social communication, plus restricted or repetitive behaviors. Causes of these disorders might be genetic, physiological, or environmental. Now let's move into schizophrenia spectrum disorders. These are disorders that disrupt reality and thinking. If somebody is schizophrenic, common symptoms you may see are delusions, such as delusions of persecution, meaning you think people are after you, or delusions of grandeur, where you think you're super important. Other symptoms include hallucinations, and also disorganized thinking/speech, such as word salads, which are just instances of straight gibberish. You could also have disorganized motor behavior, such as catatonia, with catatonic excitement meaning excess movement, and catatonic stupor, meaning no movement. And really quickly, you could also have missing behaviors, such as reduced movement/motivation, or missing emotional expression, known as the flat effect. Schizophrenia can be short-term or long-term, and it can be caused by biological factors, a dopamine imbalance, or a prenatal virus exposure. Okay, beautiful. Let's move into depressive disorders, where you feel persistently sad, empty, or have an irritable mood, plus impaired functioning. For example, the major depressive disorder, or MDD, is an example of severe depression, whereas persistent depressive disorder, or PDD, is less intense but longer lasting. Depression is unique though because it can be caused by a lot of different things. But moving on, number 4, bipolar disorders. This will be alternating cycles of depression and mania. And for those who don't know, mania is a state of abnormally elevated energy, emotion, and activity. Bipolar 1 will be characterized by a full mania episode, whereas bipolar 2 will be less intense mania, which is called hypomania. Bipolar disorders will have the same long list of causes depression has. Let's keep going. Anxiety disorders. This will be excessive fear/anxiety that disrupts behavior. This is where you get specific phobias, like a fear of spiders, which is known as arachnophobia, or a fear of heights, which is acrophobia, but you also have agoraphobia, which is a fear of situations where escape is difficult, such as crowds or being outside alone. Panic disorders, where you'll have reoccurring unexpected panic attacks. In other cultures, this can appear as something called ataque de nervios. Social anxiety disorder is the fear of being judged or watched by others. Across cultures, the variation of this is known as taijin kyofusho. And generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD, is a chronic unexplainable worry about everyday things. Anxiety disorders may be caused by learned associations, maladaptive thinking, or biological factors. Hey, look at that! We've finished with half of these so far. Now we move into OCD and related disorders, and there is 2 of these here. Obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, is where someone has uncontrollable, reoccurring thoughts and/or behaviors they feel driven to repeat. And the hoarding disorder is where someone has a persistent difficulty discarding possessions. Causes here would be learning, cognitive patterns, or biological factors. Moving on to dissociative disorders. Here we have DID, or dissociative identity disorder, where someone has multiple personalities, and dissociative amnesia, which is stress-induced memory loss of personal information. An example of dissociative amnesia might be fugue, where someone will lose all their memories and travel away from home. Both of these are caused by trauma or stress. Oh, and speaking of trauma and stress, the disorder we have here is post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, where someone experiences a traumatic event which causes potential flashbacks, avoidance, insomnia, intrusive memories, hypervigilance, and/or severe anxiety. I think you can probably likely guess what the cause of PTSD is. Now let's talk about feeding and eating disorders. Anorexia nervosa is where someone tries to keep their weight as low as possible by any means necessary. Bulimia nervosa is where someone will eat a lot in one sitting, known as binge eating, and then tries to compensate, such as by vomiting or over-exercising. There's also a fair amount of causes for these as well. And finally, we have personality disorders, which are likely the ones you know most about. These come in clusters. Cluster A is where you find people who tend to feel disconnected from others and may think or behave in ways that seem unusual or suspicious. Cluster B is characterized by people who experience emotions very intensely and may act in impulsive or dramatic ways. And Cluster C are people who are driven by anxiety or fear, often trying to stay safe, in control, or accepted. Causes of these disorders also features a long list that we've probably said multiple times. And my friends, that is it for this video. On the screen now are hopefully a lot of AP style questions for this very long topic, so please pause now. I will put the answers on the screen now. And now we only have one more topic to go, and I will see you in that topic next.